Your firm does not need more experts, but what it does need is more leaders. And not just any type of leader. We need leaders that can lead in today's world. Things have changed. We no longer can have command and control where a manager keeps all the information to themselves and then tells you what to do and you go and do it. We don't even have the ability to just rely on information anymore. We need to use our imagination because in this volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous marketplace that we work in, we don't have all the answers. 80% becomes the new 100%. We need to be able to shift and move at a fast pace of change that is relentless and never seems to let up. So the type of leader that we need is a transformational leader. Unfortunately, because of the environment that we work in, most leaders in professional services are transactional. And here's what the problem is with having transactional leadership. They manage work rather than lead people. They focus on time rather than outcomes. They rely on data, but ignore emotions. They delegate tasks, but don't actually develop capability. They solve problems, but they don't shift patterns. And they drive performance, but they ignore well-being. And it's not that transactional leadership's wrong. We do, in fact, need some sort of transactional leadership to deliver consistent, compliant, client-ready outcomes. It keeps us moving, but it's not enough if you want to grow into an effective leader. Transactional leadership actually creates a ceiling for individuals, for teams, for firms, organizations. All your engagement plateaus, talented team members actually leave, and great people burn out. Even your clients are asking for more than just accuracy and speed. They want insight, they want partnership, they want strategic thinking. In short, they want transformation. But the firms are normally still built to transact. So what I want to talk about this month is the power of transformational leadership. Because it's different. It doesn't discard what works in the transactional model. It actually builds on it and adds something more, a lot more. It adds meaning, it adds movement, it adds maturity. Whereas transactional leadership manages what is, transformational leadership helps shape what could be. And transactional leaders inspire instead of instructing. They influence instead of imposing. And they build capability instead of just directing effort. They align people with purpose instead of just managing performance. And they create cultures of ownership, not just compliance. Most importantly, transformational leaders leave a legacy. Instead of just getting through the work, they develop the people who are going to carry it forward. In professional services, this kind of leadership is more than aspirational, it's essential. So what we need to do is add on this transformational style of leadership. So to do that, we need to shift the type of leadership styles that we look at and that we use. Over the years, there's been so many models that have been created of all the different leadership types. And whilst they are relevant, what I've done is gone a little bit deeper. And I've put together 6 styles of leadership that really work well in professional services for transformational leaders. And what I want to do is just let you know what they are. And then over the coming weeks, we're going to go through and look at each of those in more detail. So the first one is collaborative leadership. And this is really going to help you to break down silos and to create an environment where people think together, not just work side by side. Then there's purposeful leadership. Purposeful leaders operate with clarity, with alignment, with conviction. They know who they are, they know what they stand for and why they lead, and help others to do the same. The third one is adaptive leadership. Adaptive leaders remain flexible, they're open, they're steady in the face of complexity. They're able to let go of outdated assumptions and experiment with new ways of thinking. And they're able to handle change. Then we have coaching leadership. This is leaders that don't just delegate, they develop. They ask powerful questions, they hold space for reflection, and they help others grow into their potential in professional services. Number 5 is thought leadership. A thought leader moves beyond their technical competence to shape conversations. They challenge assumptions. They influence at a much higher level. They never just answer questions, they frame them. And they're known for knowing something. And number 6 is empathetic leadership. Empathetic leaders lead with emotional intelligence. They've got a perspective and a care about them. They notice what others need and they respond with both presence and professionalism. It's also essential for building congruence between who you are and how you lead. Now, none of these styles are used in isolation. Great leaders are able to fluidly shift and be the leader they need to be depending on who it is they're working with and the situation that they've got. However, the overarching premise I want us to understand here is that we need that shift from transactional leadership alone to more transformational leadership using these 6 styles. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to put out these short videos as I've been doing to help you to understand how you can embrace each of those different styles and how you can develop yourself into a more transformational leader. I'll see you then.